Hi, I'm Brian Inge, and I'm sitting here with my co-host, Blake Bozeman, Mr. Marcus Thornton, professional basketball player, spent much time in the D-League overseas and has spent some time with the Cleveland Cavaliers this season, and professional gamer, Anthony Robinson. And this is another episode of Safe Space. So just to give you guys a little rundown, these three gentlemen I've had the pleasure of working with for a number of years, and I would have to say that of the numerous kids I've ever trained or been in contact with, these are some of the most accomplished in their respective fields. These guys have exemplified what it means to work hard and to also to strive for your goal, and even when your goal is being doubted. So I was gonna be like, especially so you, Marcus. Marcus, you in high school, you were a kid that was underrated, worked really hard, had a great work ethic, probably second to none as far as wanting to always get better. What was something that led you to go from being a JV player at Bishop McNamara, which was a middle of the pack school at the time, to also being under-recruited, then make it to William Mary, then approving your mark, and making it to being the second round pick of the Boston Celtics, and now being a very successful professional basketball player with many, many great years in front of you?
Thank you for the introduction. I think just love and support. I think my love for the game, being around it all these years, and I really just love to play. And then, the support from friends, family. I feel like, just the way people have pushed me, and just how people have believed in me over all these years, kind of regardless of what has been going on around, whether it's, team-oriented or whatever the case may be. Just those two things just kind of driven me, to keep working hard. And luckily for me, it's kind of worked out, and I've been able to have some success, with basketball. So I'll say love and support, man. Two things I'm very grateful for.
Well, like I said, your path to stardom and greatness is something that I, for one, didn't see. You were probably, along with Marcus, you were probably one of the first two or three older kids that I started working with. And at the time, I remember you had the hot top fade with the Wiz Khalifa brown.
I'm about to say with the highlight.
Yeah. But like I said, right now you got your own movement going on that is picking up speed tremendously fast. You got your shirt right here.
Yeah, of course.
Anime bag, man. So tell us what it took for you to figure things out. Like you said, you're not a professional basketball player. You went to college for 4 years. You were a college basketball player, but you gave that up because you wanted to focus on your studies and your career and stuff like that. But what led to you, figuring out what your niche is in this world?
Well, I think all of us had the same vision, which in general was like a drive. We all were driven at something that brought us all together. And when it brought us all together, we still had that drive, even though we were all scattered across the country, even out of the country. And I think all of us found a path, and mine's happened naturally from what I went through to make me a man, and which taught me to sharpen me up. So certain times which you go through leads you to get prepared for what you're going to be ready for, but you've seen flashes of it. It's just not what you wanted to be. So first I wanted to be a pro basketball player. It's every kid's dream. But, things don't work out the way you wanted to. But I didn't lose my drive for what my passion was, to do something big. And then I started to be able to touch people with just even playing video games in general. And the love for anime seems to be very universal, so I want to share that with everybody else in general of pro gaming, joining with Wale, EBM gaming, making it big, doing a lot of things in general. And I think it incorporated with a lot of things that everybody will do, because you'll have children that will love it. You're going to love it yourself. And if you give it a chance, I think that it'll be something that anybody can pick up if you have a real drive in what you want to do, no matter what it is.
We pretty much formed. We even still got the group chat running. Shout out to Apple and the iPhone. We done had the group chat running for how many years now?
I got an iPhone for the group
25.
chat.
You got an iPhone for the group chat. You had a green bubbles popping up in the joint.
Bubbles, dog.
So we had the iChat running. We had the group chat running since.
It's about 6-7 years.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Maybe longer.
That's crazy.
It was before we went to college.
I'm about to say, that's what I was trying to figure out.
So we had that joint running since about 2000.
Y'all been out 3 years.
We had that joint running since about 2011. I'll just say ballpark in 2011.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, it all started. I remember my first workout with you, B, and y'all was at Oxon Hill. I want to say came up there.
I remember I was like, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Came up there with my boy Ryan Wright. That was my introduction to the 94 feet. And I mean, yeah, that's where it all really started. At least the relationship, with y'all for me. So, we've been going strong since then. But I think it's interesting that you say that, Buddha, because, man, this whole, wave, this whole movement that B and I are on now is prefaced off that, that alone, what you just said, man, everybody ain't gonna be a pro.
Yeah.
But this all started with all of us, with that drive, with that passion, for basketball, And it started B with you from being in our shoes to figuring out, all right, what I'm about to do now.
The one thing I want to say that B taught me the most, whatever you do, use it, don't let it use you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was things that you're going to go through that almost will feel like you're defeated. But you can bounce back from it, but you got to be sharp enough to know, all right, next play, set it up the better way. And I don't have to deal with this again. Or I don't have to feel like I'm this low again. Work on my craft, and I don't got to feel like the next man is better than me.
And
everything.
And we've been there through you being at Eastern Shore, dealing with your stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying even going through, even seeing what you going through, being, figuring out your hooping dreams while you were at Eastern Shore in college, me dealing with, the adversity and me hooping at Morgan, Marcus being at William and Mary, and like you said, being under recruited, feeling like Marcus could make a little move and go to a bigger school. Even though, y'all didn't go to the tournament as close as y'all got, you still got drafted.
Right.
So, all those different things. And now, we all pushing for Marcus to be the one, out of our group to really get there and really fulfill that underdog story, which, I'm sure is going to happen. But that's exactly, that message that you took away, Buddha, is what, that's essentially what we're trying to spread, that, don't let the game use you. Use the game, don't let the game use you. And that, it's going to be times where, at the end of the day, that ball is going to stop bouncing for most of us.
Yeah.
But, all right, now what? Now what you going to do? Or you want to, like B did, give back and spread that to us? Like you said, the life lessons that you learned through the game that you're now applying, in a different industry, but it's the same principles, the same stuff that was ingrained, at a young age. So asking you, you pretty much, have said one of the biggest motivations for you is the support that you get from, the people that's surrounding you in your life. But what has been the biggest obstacle that you faced in pursuing, your goals, your aspirations to become an NBA player?
I think just getting your foot in the door. I think people don't realize, talent-wise, so a lot of guys that are talented, a lot of guys that can play, even guys who people may not think are as good, athletically, they fit the mold. And it's so many guys in such a little, such a little amount of space. People don't realize how hard it is to just, secure a spot in any situation. And then compounded with that, a lot of times it's opportunity. You really just kind of got to get lucky. Right situation, right coach. So I think staying mentally locked in on just controlling what you can control. I think a lot of guys, that I played with or interacted with get caught up in this, that, and the third. And really, all you can do is play. So just keeping that mental aspect and just kind of reminding yourself, it's a grind. I know we see stories. It's crazy because we see stories every year about people who've been, doing whatever for all these years unnoticed.
And right now, Terry Rozier is hot as a former G League guy.
Andre Ingram from the G League, spent 10 years in the G League. Right, and then now it's it takes time. It takes time, and it's you want everything quick, and not just in basketball. You want everything to happen so fast.
Yeah.
For me, I know for me, I struggle with that because I just feel like, man, I put in the work, I put in the time, and even speaking on being underrated, I still feel like I'm that now, but definitely more on the radar. People know. That's why people know. I feel like I don't feel at all like I've arrived, but I'm at least on the surface. But just sticking with it mentally and just knowing, you just gotta play. And God handle the rest. So it's tough, because not just me. I know a lot of people feel like you deserve to be there. You've done what you needed to be there. You've seen other people do similar things to what you're doing. They've gotten there, but everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own journey. Literally, no one has the same path, and it's hard to. It's easy to look at other people and say,
that should be me.
Yeah, you just gotta stick to.
And I think that's what that's the important, like you said something that just stood out to me is that, like when you said, man, it's a lot of guys out there that are talented. Like,
bro,
it's a lot of talent out
this year,
there.
really, I was like, so many teams, like, a lot of people can play in the NBA,
Right.
and really be effective.
But that, but it,
you
but
see
it,
it.
but it doesn't boil. But it doesn't boil down to just
No,
that.
it's not
just a
It's
simple
not.
1 plus
It's not.
1 linear
No.
equation.
It's not.
Like you
It's
said, it depends on that opportunity. It depends on if you're a good fit for the team. It depends on
So many variations.
goddamn salary negotiations and cap space. It depends on
Yeah,
like 'cause
agent
even
got
even when they called you up for the 10-day. A couple months ago, that's what I'm saying. It's just so much, even on the business aspect of things, that people, you know, from our seat in the whole play of things, don't understand. And even, you know what I mean, on the further scale, it's just like even like young guys, like even already before you've experienced that, like you've been in it now as a pro. But prior to you becoming a pro, like you being a high school guy, it's so much stuff that you know what I mean, you didn't understand. Even being a college guy, stuff that you know what I mean, you didn't understand, and that's what guys now don't realize.
I think that one thing that a lot of people don't realize that the most successful do is like you got to know who you are even before you are that person.
Right.
And
And that's hard to do. That's easy to say.
It's very easy.
What you mean by that? Speak on.
So I'll just look at when I was younger. My dream was to be an NBA player, just like all of us were. But man, I wasn't super athletic. I had this size, strong work ethic, but I didn't need a trainer. I keep going since I was 17, 18 years old. By that time, I'm pretty much maxed out as far as my development, so I could just get better skill wise, which I did. So, but in my mind, I knew I was gonna be successful at whatever I did because I worked hard and I wanted it more than anybody. And one thing, I just going back to what I was saying earlier about you guys. One thing I always saw in you guys is that you guys really wanted it. No matter whether it was like hooping or you starting your own business or Blake, you starting Pivot Group, y'all always wanted it. And even before I even knew who I was, or as far as like trying to, help you open doors with you guys, I knew y'all were special because like, y'all had something different inside you. You had the courage to be who you were.
Mm-hmm.
You had the courage, Marcus. I mean, like,
I'm glad you said it because I feel like all of us. All completely different personalities, but no one's changed. Like there's no one I look at like, man, you used to be like this. Like literally, we all stay in our own lanes, but it's like in growth though. Like we all grew within ourselves, and I think that's why we can have the group chat for 7 years. Like we didn't have to be like, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? This dude is funny, so it's that growth, and that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, being driven to do what we do. I think it's been great.
See,
I appreciate y'all for it.
most people don't understand the growth and the drive we had with each other pushed us to be as close as we are today. Because when we was in workouts, we was basically in summertime. We knew it's time to get it. Like we know when we come home, we is getting it.
in the mornings of Deanwood.
We got Deanwood, and it didn't matter what we were doing. We were still going to workouts no matter what.
Out till 4 in the morning, they in the gym at 8 a.m.
Okay, and this brings me to another point, and this is going to put me in like, I guess like the devil's advocate chair a little bit, but that's what like, and my growth and maturity has made me realize. It's like, bro, when people like when you go to I don't even know if they do Eastern Invitational anymore, but when you go to like Eastern Invitational and 5-star and you go to now whatever Nike, UA, Adidas camp or whatever, and they bring in, you know what I mean, the headline, you know, speaker or whatever, and they tell you, man, you just gotta work hard. You gotta work hard, and you know what I mean. That's how you become a pro. You just gotta work hard. Man, again, it's not just a linear equation like you said. We was all. You know what I mean? And we were all for you know what I mean? There's, of course, a little bit of variation here and there, but we was all, like, in the gym putting that work in. Yeah. Sometimes, unfortunately, to be the realist in the situation, it's like, bro, sometimes no matter how hard you work, that's not for you to become a pro. So it's just like, you got to have something else that you're going to do. Like, you can work as hard as you want to. You're not going to have that 40-inch vert. Like, you can do as many squats as you want. You can get up as many shots as you want. It just ain't, like, you just ain't gonna be a pro. That just ain't for you.
But that work ethic,
but the work ethic can translate into something else. But that's the key, though. That's the key. Translate it into the EBM.
Working hard is a skill.
Exactly. So translate it into something else. Don't let it, you know what I mean, go by the wayside and be like, damn. My 4 years of eligibility is up. I'm cooling it.
And that before you get in, that's kind of how I felt. After my 4 years up, I spent a year trying to play pro. You know what I'm saying? Had a few workers in D League, overseas, stuff like that. Then it got to a point, I was like, man, I can chase this for the next 2 or 3 years. Maybe somehow, some way, I'll get to maybe 150, 200,000. By that time, I might be 35. I'm like, you know, I might as well do something else. You know what I'm saying? Take my L's now. So I went back to school and then got in the gym with Keith, started training. One thing led to another, but I still had that work ethic. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I want to say that the next generation, I mean, we live in an area where we'll probably see another pro in DC within the next 2 or 3 years. That's just what it is. We don't know who he is. It's going to happen. But it's a lot of people out here that's not going to be pros. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like,
not even a lot, majority.
Oh shit, this area you just gotta say a lot because we get so many pros.
Yeah, a lot of time.
And even still, it's like, you know what I mean? Even still, what is it? It's 2018, the first ever, you know, #1 overall out of this area. And we done produced more pros out of PG County than any county, undisputed in the country. So that, you know what I mean, that goes to show, you know what I mean, right there.
So what is it? I'll start with you, Wood. What is it that you hope to gain out of everything you're experiencing right now with Anime Bay? You know, I know I'll let you talk on it. You know where you're trying to go in the short term, but with the way this thing is growing, and for me from the outside looking in, and not really, you know, to keep a tab on it, just like checking in, see what's going on. I see a lot of momentum, but where do you, like I said, maybe it's too early to ask, but where do you see this thing going within the next 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Because the next year is going to kind of be like a blur for you, but I think, you know what I'm saying, with the momentum you got, next 5 years, you probably going to put yourself in a situation where you calling your own shots, you doing whatever you want to do, you sitting in my seat,
You got some real leverage.
Putting your little homies, you know what I'm saying, position to do what they want to do. So like, where do you see yourself going? Where do you see this thing going for you?
Well, currently I'm already recruiting for EBM gaming in general, and for me being under Wale itself and already having an Anime Bay brand,
Humble brag.
you know, to me it's God given, but it's God's gift. And I feel like 5 years from now it will still be, because I've already done giveaways. The content I put out, for me, I want to impress the kids. Like, I ask them, who do you want to see? You know, who do you want to see me play with? Who do you want to see? And I'm not asking nobody for any donations or anything. When I do these t-shirt giveaways, when I do the things I'm doing, I just want to see it happen for a lot of people to be inspired by it, to do it later. Because I'm securing what I got going on. I'm #2 in the world at Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Dragon Ball Fighter.
Humble brag.
You know, I'm going to Evo to, you know, compete for over $25,000. So for me, you know, when I go out there, I just want people to be inspired. Like, I'm shooting for #1. Like they said, like, it's no guarantee I'm gonna walk away with the $25,000. Now, do I want it? Yeah, I want it that bad. Like, I want it so bad I can't sleep. But in general, it's the things that I'm gonna be able to inspire people with 5 years from now, or doing this, that I know 5 years from now I have them and say, I want to follow your passion. I want to do that just like you did. I want to be as cool as you did doing it. I want to feel as good as you did doing it. Like, I want to be an anime just like you, and, you know, even be confident enough to go talk to girls and still be able to still be who I am and not feel like it's too much. A lot of people don't know how to be themselves but still add on something else and let their friends know that. And to me, with growth, that's what it comes with. Like, I never heard this from them. He knew. And no matter how much he talked about it, he knew about something about it. They may not get it, but they understand and respect it. Those supposed to be your men. And they push it now, and they understand a little more, and they even ask more questions.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, Buddha. Like what you said. Like, I ain't know nothing about Dragon Ball Z, anime. I didn't even know anything about esports, professional gaming. I ain't know nothing about that. When I think of professional gaming, I think of the continent of Asia, and Asia's over there, you know, doing their thing on the video games. I didn't know. Like, literally, one of my bros, like, just anybody could really, like, if you could really manifest, like, what to me was just a hobby, like, just something that we enjoy doing, just, you know what I mean, just for fun, that you could really have, like, a legitimate professional career and a lifestyle in gaming. And I think that is key in what you're saying, and inspiring other kids to pursue that passion as well, and not look at it like, I can't do nothing with this. Because again, that's something that can translate. Because there are other avenues, there are other industries that, you know what I mean, our younger generations just gotta see somebody else being successful in it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so you gonna tell me, wait a minute, you're living, so you live in Woodmore, like, you know, like so-and-so that I see playing for the Wizards, but you not a pro? What do you do?
And it's so funny that most people, when they meet you, they be like, you in that anime? Like, you? Of all people. people, but I'm like, to me, it's multi-dimensional. Like, to me, it should be global. It should be something that everybody can enjoy. And that's why I said, one person find the right anime, they might like it. If you don't, you just don't. And it's okay, but the character you give it and the things you do, you're just inspired. You're determined. Like, when you watch them, they're to inspire you. They make you, like, the hero. You're your own hero. So that's really what the Anime Bay brand is. I wanted to be my own hero, but inspire others that they can be their own. So later on, if you see the shirt, this was, oh, let me stand up, okay. So later on, as you can see, you know, this is me. This was me in my rarest form, but this is when I was going through one of my worst times. And I was going through something with one of my brothers that was down bad, and I was getting reached out to by a lot of companies and tournaments, like trying to tell me to just join, do it right now, we want to see you play. But I couldn't produce. I got the top 16 and lost. So this was me in my worst form, and I want people to know that this is me showing you this is my worst form, but I'm putting it on a platform to glorify it. So sooner or later, when it's a special needs child that needs to feel good about himself, or someone that feeling is confident in themselves, I'll get them their own shirt, have them their own character, and they're gonna be their own anime baby. So that's what I want to do. That's the things I got going.
What I'm saying is like, bro, you surpassed a lot of people who were not only like stars and heralded at McNamara before you, and
After.
like a little bit after you as well. And that's just McNamara alone. Not even considering all the all Met guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the WCAC and in the DCIAA, the PG4A, all the guys that had a lot of more clout than you and were recruited at a much higher level than you. We've laughed in the group chat, you know, a number of times about, you know, you saying that you sat the bench for DC Assault. So it just, you know what I mean, it goes to show, like, bro, you've been faithful to that grind and surpassed a lot of people. And in your journey, like, you've seen guys, whether it be, you know what I mean, at the college level, guys that were at higher levels than you, whether you being overseas, whether you now being in the G League, you've seen a lot of guys that you've surpassed, and they've fallen off the track. Like, you still running around the track, they've fallen off the track, their journeys are done. So my thing is, what can you see yourself doing when the time comes where after you've reached your goals in the NBA and you've really, you know, materialized, you know, the expectations that you've had and that we've had for you, what can you see yourself then doing on a different or bigger scale beyond the game of basketball?
It's a great question. And to be honest with you, I don't know. You know, honestly, I've been so focused on, you know, just getting my foot in the door with the NBA. And, you know, I mean, I had my degree, you know, when we married. And I just really haven't sat down and, like, you know, I thought about it here and there and, you know, applied a couple of things. We had a lot of little seminars in the G this year. You know, they talk about different programs we're going, like, to school, kind of pay for. We had a lot of speakers come in, you know, hand out business cards about just different ventures and how to set this stuff up now. So I've definitely, that's on my radar, and I can't sit here and say that, you know, I have a direct path of where I think I'll be, but I think what's helped me a lot in my career, you know, just speaking on basketball before I get back to, like, you know, the after basketball part, is just being able to adapt, being coachable, and just being able to really mold myself into any situation and make it work without changing myself. Like, I think I've been thrown in so many different trick bags. I always talk about, you know, McNamara, you know, like I shot the ball a lot, you know, it was kind of my show. Going to win brain planning the system, still doing well. And then now, you know, going overseas, you know, it's just like, it's a lot of different things. I feel like, you know, if you throw me in and give me some time, not even a lot of times, you know, just, you know, I can figure it out. So just, like you said, like we've been talking about the whole time as far as translating, you know, what we learned from the game and how we've, you know, been able to adapt and be successful at it. I think, you know, wherever I'm throwing at or get into it, outside of basketball, I think I'll be okay with it. Like, I know I had that passion, I know I had that drive, you know, I had the work ethic to, you know, want to be great. Like, I don't, you know, none of us want to be mediocre. Like, we're not settled all the time. Like, just date back to Hoopinati. Like, I know when y'all were going harder in the drill, maybe you want to go a little harder in the drill. Like, so I know that's going to carry on off the court. So, but yeah, I'm not sure. You know, my dad has his business. I've definitely thought about, you know, seeing how to, you know, get into that and go from there. And but I don't know. We'll see.
The odds so many times. I mean, a lot of people can overcome the odds once or twice. Like, Woody, you came overcame the odds. Blake, you did it. You know, I've done it. You've beaten the odds numerous times, and casual, like it's easy. So, very easy, like very easy. I remember one time working you out. I remember one of the first time I worked out at Deanwood, and you ran off like 27, maybe like 23s in a row. And I'm like, yo, this dude is different. Like, he's fucking easy. He's different. He's different. So I say all that to say is that you're going to do great things with the game of basketball, but you're going to do your best work when the ball stops bouncing, because you've overcome so much, you've been through a whole lot, you've met so many different people that you don't even know who are affecting your life, and you not realize till the game of the basketball ends. And I was the same way. I never thought about, you know what I'm saying, doing the things I'm doing, running events, or helping people, or starting my own business. But I was able to meet people like Chris Monroe, who introduced me to someone who made that light bulb go off in my head. You know, I was with Keith Williams when he was with the Marcus. I was with him pre-draft, and so I was able to meet certain people that made different light bulbs go off. So I think for you, I mean, you're definitely wrapped up in what you're doing right now, and that's fine. And it's because, I mean, like I said, you're chasing your dream, and it's right there for the taking. But you're gonna do your best work when the ball stops bouncing, and I honestly believe that. And all of you, I mean, I tell Blake all the time. We had a conversation when you first started out with the pivot group. I think it was the first or second day when I saw the tweet. I texted you like, yo, I got some work for you. I got something for you to do because you're ready. You're ready. And I feel like same thing with you, Buddha. I feel like you guys are ready. I mean, you guys have consistently overcome what seems like insurmountable odds. And I think with those skills, you have to be able to pay it back to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So I think before we wrap up the thing, I think the best thing, the thing that gives me the most joy about all you guys is that, like I said, I was a decent player, you know what I'm saying, could have been a little bit better, you know what I'm saying, it worked out how it worked out. But I think my gift or my blessing was being introduced to you guys, and not just you three, everybody who's in that Hoop Night chat, and a lot of the other people who were outside, but you guys, I was able to help give you something that I didn't have or I wanted for you. Like I wanted to see Marcus make it pro. I wanted Blake to play professional season. I wanted you to get to that D1 school. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Tap to get to that D1. I wanted Tyler to become a point guard. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Jerron to stop fluking around and get what he's supposed to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, I want you guys to get what you're supposed to get out of it. It always doesn't work like that. But the skills you guys are giving, and I'm just happy that I was able to give what I didn't have to y'all. And you know, y'all take y'all strong work ethic, great morals, and your parents did great jobs with you guys. And I really feel that with these three guys sitting in front of me, and also everyone in the chat, I mean, I'm sitting in front of 67 millionaires many times over. And with that said, you know, just keep paying it forward, man. Like keep helping the next man. Keep helping the next man, because it's gonna come right back to you. Like Buddha, I'm so impressed with the person you've grown to be, because I was worried for a long time. Keeping the stack. I used to text outside the chat, yo, what is this doing? Figure it out. I know. Like, you figured it out. You know, it's the same thing with Blake. Like Blake, you called him a little bit sooner than everybody else, but that, you know what I'm saying? But that's because you have a great upbringing, and you got the right people behind you. And like I said, I'm just proud, and I'm fortunate to be in you guys' presence. Because like I said, I mean, you guys make me look good, make me feel like I did something right. The same way that like my mentors, like Daryl and Keith looked at me and said, make me feel like I did something right. So I just tell y'all, man, keep pushing, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep overcoming the odds, keep overachieving, because like I said, keep beating the odds. Because it's starting to look a little easy. It's starting to look a little easy. I can't say it's not, man. So y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Cool.
Sitting there with my good men. Anthony Buddha Robinson,
Anime Base,
Marcus the Goat Thornton,
and
Blake busy with the man.
Truly, Blake Bozeman representing the pivot group.
And this is Safe Space, and I'm sitting here with four members of the original Hoopanati. The best to ever do.
Everything.
Everything. Back in the day.